Hey toy shooters, I just thought I'd make you a quick video to show you this green screen setup that I'm doing a shoot of Captain America Winter Soldier Black Widow here. Had to think for a moment which one she comes from. So you're pretty much looking at the angle I had the camera in for the shoot. I've taken the camera away, probably shot from about that angle, and obviously the first thing to say is not all of her is covered by the green screen, which is fine because this little area down here with the legs, that kind of thing, I'm not really that fussed about. I can deal with that in Photoshop. You can see I've got this horrendous A-clamp monstrosity propping her up, keeping her leg there to hold her up. That's literally all that's keeping her held up. But as I say, that is fine. I can cut that out in Photoshop. So lighting wise, got a great big softbox on here on the left. That is spilling out enough light to illuminate the green screen. Now it's only lit from one side, but that's fine because in Photoshop you really don't need to worry about uniform light that much. As long as there's enough light, you can take care of it. But for video, you definitely want uniform light with a green screen. And then all the other light is really to light her up. So she is a little bit of a distance away from the green screen, which is really, really important because what happens is if I move her further back, so here's my hand, if she was sort of positioned back here, what would happen is you'd get lots and lots of reflections of the green coming onto her body. There is actually still a little bit in places, like if I zoom in here, you just see on her belt there, it's picking up a little bit of green. Now that's okay, we can deal with a little bit, but the further she goes back, the more green is going to spill on her. So you want your subjects a fair distance away from the green screen so they don't pick up green through reflections like that. Can deal with that in Photoshop, but the more green that spills on her body, the more work you're going to have to do in Photoshop to clean it up, which is not great. And if there's too much, it's just going to be a nightmare and your shot's going to be ruined. So great big light on the left. That's giving her a kind of even amount of illumination. I've got this IKEA tertial light, which is really just a key light for her face. If I take that away, you can see what that's doing. That's kind of a moody light. I actually don't mind that. I should have shot it like that. Maybe I'll take another photo. Got another. Ooh, she's about to fall over. Stay up, Natasha. Maybe we'll put her down. I've got another one of these tertial lights, just as a hard light source. So the other one's got diffusion on it. This one's firing at the side, giving side illumination, and then another LED light at the back giving more of a hard rim light. Now if I take a photo from here with all those lights in place, the green screen's going to be a little bit darker. So what you want to do is you want to back your camera up. So if I back my camera up all the way down here, see how immediately just by doing that the green screen's got lighter. So that's inverse square law. If I move that back up again, you can see the camera starts to expose for her face. I'll just block out the so if I gate out the this is really hard to do with the iPhone. So what I'm trying to do is get the camera just to expose for her. So it's starting to do that. I've got the lights on the left as well. Yeah, this is way too difficult with the little iPhone lens. But what happens is when you bring your camera back, you get the exposure of the light evens out. So you can see that happening there. So that green screen at the back is completely evened out. Whereas when we move in closer, you see it starts to go to shit. So yeah, back your camera up and then you will get really flat lighting. That's going to affect your lens compression, but you know, 6 scale figures like this, it's going to be fine. So all the way up here, then we're going to position down, and then click, 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 take your shots, and you're going to have great stuff to work with. In terms of that spill I was talking about with the green, so one thing is you want to gate your green screen as close as possible to the edges. So wherever you're going to be taking the shot from, I want that green, you know, on this side it's fine, you can see it's just stopping on that left side. Here there's loads and loads of green screen that I could gate out that would stop the green spill coming onto her as much, and indeed from the top. But from the angle I was shooting this at, not much you can do about that. That's okay. It wasn't too bad to work with in Photoshop based on what I've done with the shoot. So there you go, a few tips around working with green screen. That sheet of green kind of paper card I got from Officeworks here in Australia. That was like $6. Very, very pure green. And it's because it's so bright, it reflects the light, it means it needs less illumination, and then you've got a really, really good green key to kill out in Photoshop. So there you go, that's green screen setup. Obviously getting rid of the green is a whole other story, which we'll cover another day. For more tips, news on toy photography, and for more on my shoots, head to my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/toyshooter, or the website toyshooter.com. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next video. Head to toyshooter.com to join our newsletter and get my free guide to toy photography. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube using the link below. When you subscribe, look for this option to be notified whenever we upload new tutorials. Otherwise, videos will probably get lost in your feed here on YouTube. To see my work on Instagram, you can follow our account at instagram.com/WeShootToys, where you'll also find some exclusive behind-the-scenes videos. You can also get regular news and updates from our Facebook page at facebook.com/toyshooter. As with YouTube, you can get notified whenever I upload news or photos by clicking on that like button arrow, then selecting all notifications. You can always change this later if I'm posting more cool stuff than you can handle. Here are all those links again. See you next time.